Thank you for visiting our channel. If you don't know us, we are TMIGifts.com. We carry a large variety of craft supplies, home decor. We've got Christmas, fall, everything you need for every season, we've got it. So make sure to visit our website at www.tmigifts.com. So here we're creating a scarecrow wreath, and what I've done is I've taken a 10-inch gold metallic designer netting here, or mesh. A lot of people call it deco mesh, and I'm cutting it into strips so that they curl up, but that's not what we're gonna do at the end of it. So I'm taking the whole roll and cutting them into strips. And again, we're creating a scarecrow wreath here. It's gonna be really cute, really simple, not very many products. Here I'm going in with a 25-inch Ode pencil wreath in orange. We always like to start with fluffing up the wreath, so that's first step. So the next thing we're going to do is take those curls that we cut. Remember, we cut that entire roll of 10-inch champagne metallic mesh. We're going to scrunch it up in the middle and place those in between every branch for the top layer of the wreath and the bottom layer of the wreath. This was just enough netting, and it actually worked out perfect. Now, if you want a fuller look, you can most certainly add more, but I liked this look. Here I'm just seeing where I want my scarecrow head to go. So before I got started on my ribbon, I was like, let me just see where we want to place this scarecrow head first. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this 2.5-inch orange and cheetah print pumpkin ribbon. This ribbon is adorable. I really like this ribbon. It's one of my favorites, and all the ribbon that I'm using here is wired, and I'm cutting that into strips. Now you can cut it into ever how long of strips you want. I think I started with around 10 to 12 inches, and then I just from there I was like, I think I want those a little shorter, so I went a little bit shorter. I'm gonna go ahead and cut those V's into every one of the ribbons so that we have a nice clean look. So one of my favorite things is layering ribbons and patterns. So we went in with this 1.5-inch cheetah with orange and white plaid ribbon next. And this ribbon is really cute to me. I love the plaid, I love the cheetah in it. So we cut the strips the same way. I cut them just a little bit shorter and then also cleaned it up by doing the V's on the end of the ribbon. Then we wanted to spice it up just a little bit. I felt like we needed a little bit different of a pattern, so we did this stripe ribbon. This is a 1.5-inch by 10-yard orange satin with white stripe ribbon, and we actually have this in several colors, but we thought this one would be a good one for this particular wreath design. So I also did the same thing, cut them a little shorter, cut the V's, and then I'm gonna layer them like this and pinch them in the middle. And what I'm doing here is I start off going every other branch just to see how that looks. And then by the time I get done, I actually ended up putting my ribbon strips on every branch. One thing I really love about these work wreaths is it's so easy to use them. You can use the branches to attach everything instead of having to use just a wire wreath form and figure out how to attach with pipe cleaners and so on. Now we're gonna go ahead and attach our leopard print scarecrow wreath kit. This is the cutest wreath kit. Now let me tell you, we have multiple wreath kits in stock for every holiday. We have them for Christmas, we have them for Halloween, fall, for the spring and summer. So be sure to check out our wreath kits because I love a good wreath kit. I think it adds so much to your wreath. It adds so much, something different to your door, and it's just so adorable. So all of our wreath kits actually come wired, so you can see we have the wires on the legs, on the face, and on the arms, and we were able to easily attach them to the wreath form. You just twist them up in there and secure them how you like. I'm gonna go back in with that 2.5-inch ribbon, and we're gonna do a bow. I know I got a little out of frame here, but what we're doing is we're taking that ribbon and we're twisting it so that it goes the right way, but we're doing 3 loops on each side, and they're pretty big loops. So I'm gonna layer the ribbon, and the next one I'm not gonna do as big of loops, but I'm doing 3 loops on each side, and then I'm gonna cut that off, all while holding it in my left hand. And I've just pinched it in the middle, kept a good grip on it, and then what I'll do is I will take my next ribbon and do the same technique just on top of it. So then I went ahead with that 1.5 inch cheetah ribbon, and I decided to layer that on top. So you can see here I'm pinching it in my hand and I'm keeping a good grip, and I'm creating those loops again. These loops are going to be smaller so that they can sit on top so that you can still see the 2.5 inch ribbon behind it. If you've watched any of our previous videos, you know we love zip ties. Zip ties are just what we use. We find it the easiest. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to zip tie where I've got it pinched, but I'm not going to zip tie it real tight because I'm going to take another zip tie and place that right behind it so that I can secure it to the wreath easily. So I'm going to place it, then secure it even more, or tighten it more, and then trim it and go ahead and take the zip tie that I used to slip in behind and zip tie that to the wreath form. The very last step is fluffing up your ribbon, and then you have a beautiful scarecrow wreath design. This was really simple, very minimal product, but you too can make this wreath at home. You can find all the products at www.tmigifts.com. Thank you for following along with us.